It's July 27, 2026. It's 6:15 in the morning, 59 degrees Fahrenheit, 15 degrees Celsius, and I'm going for a walk. That plane seemed a little lower than usual. It's a long shadow for a little thing. This life-size gingerbread house is still for sale. There's a piece of wood in the middle of the sidewalk. Bet it fell off a truck. They're called sprinklers because they make water sprinkle. The light is still on. The squirrel thinks I can't see it. Why is there a wheelchair just sitting there? Squirrel with a giant piece of bread in its mouth. For a few years there was a fence along here, specifically blocking right here, with a sign that said, "Please let the grass grow." Basically trying to block off this desire path that's been created by Smith College students. I think they gave up finally. You can't really dictate where people are gonna walk, especially when it's a daily route. Big black couch. This is where the Calvin Coolidge Presidential Library and Museum is. It's inside Forbes Library. It's just a room. It's a nice room full of things, but it's not like presidential libraries these days. One of the things that your car has to pass inspection is the emissions test, right? The emissions standard. If you've got kind of a rundown older car, sometimes it's hard to pass the emissions test. Why is it that there are so many modded pickup trucks out there that can whistle by you and fill the streets with fumes and still have inspection stickers? How do we square that? Is there some kind of inspection loophole, or is it more like a boys will be boys, turning a blind eye kind of thing? What are you looking at? Micro shopping cart. Sometimes when I see someone's planted a tree right underneath power lines or right near a house, I wonder if the person planting it is thinking, it's not going to be my problem. I'm not going to be here in 10 years. It's like the opposite of that old saying. Something like, plant a tree that you'll never sit in the shade of. But this one's plant a tree that you'll never have to deal with the consequences of. Could be my imagination, but it feels like people don't plan into the future as much as they used to when building things. I like those old buildings that have the date in the cornerstone that says when they were built. Why doesn't every house have that? Also, I think it would be cool if all the farms were labeled. Like you're driving through the country and you pass some giant field, some big crop. I always wonder what it is. I wish there was a informational sign. Let's label everything. The only crops I can really recognize by the plant is corn. And then I can identify tobacco fields because of the barns. The barns are those long barns with the wooden slats that can open up to let air in to dry the tobacco. I say that as though I know anything about it, but really that's just sort of my guess from observing them. Okay, thanks.